difficulties that can only be overcome with strong determination and determination to achieve the goal. For that, the individual must strive to motivate himself first and surround himself with positive people to always push him for the better. Secondly, there is no greater challenge than improving and developing yourself. Act as if it is impossible to fail. If you can visualize an image, that means you can make it a reality. If you can dream, this means that you can fulfill your dream. People with great souls often encounter fierce resistance from people of simple minds. You must follow 4 steps to reach a great milestone. Which? Choose a career you love, give it your best. Take advantage of the opportunities that arise and become part of the team. The real competition is always between what you do and what you are able to do. The secret is that you measure yourself with yourself and not with anyone else. Success attracts success, there is no escape from this great cosmic law. If you want to attract success, be sure to achieve a part of it, whether you are a worker or a prince. The struggle for excellence is what motivates you. Nothing releases the greatness within us like the desire to help and serve others. Always remember what you are good at and stick to it. No one has a monopoly on success for himself, for success belongs to the one who pays the price. We make our own destinies, we become what we do. Training is the best teacher. I am not trying to perform better than anyone else, I am just trying to perform better than myself. Stay away from people who try to belittle your ambitions, the little ones always do. But the really great ones make you feel that you, too, can become great. The road to excellence is seldom busy. In order to develop your self-confidence, you must develop your capabilities, and then develop your way of using these capabilities. The amount of time you spend on training is not necessarily what matters is the effort you put into training. I want to be all that I can be. Don't be afraid to compromise on what's good to get what's great. A person's thoughts are what make his future. Success is not an achievement as much as it is an ongoing capacity for achievement. Human actions are the best explanations for their thoughts. There is no great person to complain about the lack of opportunity. Maybe others did not hold high hopes on me, but I was very hopeful. A person who can be anyone, and who does anything will be criticized, slandered, and misunderstood. This is part of the price of greatness. Whoever believes that he can win, can win. The whole world is stepping aside to make way for a person who knows exactly where to go. Be everywhere and do everything, and you will not be able to dazzle people. A wise person creates more chances than he finds. An intelligent person is someone who has achieved many milestones and is still ready to learn more. Ships are safe when anchored at ports, but ships are not built for this. Do the right thing at the right time in the right way to stand out. A superior is a person who is humble in speaking but excels in his actions. Try to get as far as you can. There is always a place at the top. Good work is not good when you expect the best. Quality, not quantity, is important. Always give people more than they expect to receive. Mastering the work is better than retouching a saying. The distance doesn't matter, the first step is the most difficult. The main thing in this world is not where you have arrived now, but in which direction you are advancing. Great people are ordinary people who have developed their abilities and efforts. You have to learn the rules of the game first, then you have to play better than everyone else. Real greatness means being great in the little things, too. The higher the altitude you are flying at, the more beautiful the view. As for life to be a daring adventure or nothing. If you don't try to do something beyond what you have mastered, you will never progress. A person can change his life if he is able to change his mental directions. The one is the origin of everything he does. You must trust yourself. If you do not trust yourself, who will trust you? What you get without effort or price has no value. If you don't fail, you won't work hard. Failure is nothing but a temporary defeat that creates chances for you to succeed. Fleeing is the biggest cause of failure, so you won't fail as long as you don't stop trying. The only answer to defeat is victory. Perhaps one of the wonders of life is that if you reject everything below the summit, you will always reach it. What the sublime man seeks lies in himself, while the sordid seek what others have. Many may accept advice, but only the wise ones benefit from it. There is nothing more necessary to achieve success than perseverance because it surpasses everything. You have to do the things that you think you cannot do. He who lives in fear will never be free. Do the right thing. Some will be grateful, while others will be amazed. A man without a goal like a ship without a rudder, both of which will end up on rocks. Not only are goals essential to our motivation, but they are also really essential to our survival. Happiness lies in the pleasure of achievement and the euphoria of creative effort. The direction that begins with learning will determine one's life in the future. There is no greater description of a leader than helping his men to train for strength, potency, and influence. Great discoveries and achievements need the collaboration of many hands. He who is willing to climb mountains will live forever among the pits. Success in all matters depends on preparation in advance, and without such preparation, you are bound to expect failure. Spending 7 hours planning with clear ideas and goals is better and better than spending 7 days without direction or goal. There is nothing more necessary to achieve success than perseverance because it surpasses everything. You have to do the things that you think you cannot do. He who lives in fear will never be free. Do the right thing. Some will be grateful, while others will be amazed. A man without a goal like a ship without a rudder, both of which will end up on rocks. Not only are goals essential to our motivation, but they are also really essential to our survival. Happiness lies in the pleasure of achievement and the euphoria of creative effort. The direction that begins with learning will determine one's life in the future. There is no greater description of a leader than helping his men to train for strength, potency, and influence. Great discoveries and achievements need the collaboration of many hands. He who is willing to climb mountains will live forever among the pits. Success in all matters depends on preparation in advance, and without such preparation, you are bound to expect failure. Spending 7 hours planning with clear ideas and goals is better and better than spending 7 days without direction or goal. Real wisdom is not only about seeing what is in front of your eyes, but it is also predicting what will happen in the future. Plant a tree today to sleep in its shade tomorrow. When you are presented with a problem, remove yourself from prejudice and preconceptions, recognize the facts of the situation and arrange them, then take the position that appears to you to be fairer and stick to it. With every right and responsibility, do not be among those who only remember their rights. God created us with oaths to give, so it is not necessary for us to make ourselves savings funds, but rather channels for goodness to pass through to others. Our actions define us as much as we do. The highest degree of human wisdom is knowledge of adapting circumstances, creating inner peace and quiet despite external storms. Research teaches a person to admit his mistake more than to try to defend something illogical for fear of admitting weakness, while recognition is a sign of strength. The qualities that make a manager successful are daring to think, daring to act, and daring to expect failure. Your ability to remain poised in emergencies and in the midst of turbulence and avoid panic are the true hallmarks of driving. The president is that man who bears the responsibility. He does not say my men are defeated, but he says I have been defeated, for this is really the man.